You already know this and this hurt the environment. But do you have any idea how much damage your clothes do? The fashion industry is one of the most polluting in the world. Let me show you someone who's trying to change that. After seeing firsthand how wasteful the fashion industry can be, Tabitha St. Bernard made it her mission to create a zero-waste clothing line.
When I tell people that I have a sustainable fashion line, the reaction is sometimes that it's crunchy, that there's still a little bit of a misconception in the industry.
Definitely.
That if you want to be sustainable, that it can't be sexy. And I'm very much against that completely. People like Stella McCartney are forging the way for a different attitude towards the clothes that we make. When I was going to FIT, I would go shopping every night. That's how I dealt with stress. I never thought about where the clothes were coming from, but when I started delving into the true cost of fashion, that blew my mind.
Fast fashion, when clothes are produced as cheaply and quickly as possible.
This is Preview Textiles, and they have an excess room where they stock all of the things that are like, maybe it's printed the wrong color, or maybe they have excess of it, and that's where I shop.
Cool.
So it's kind of like a treasure hunt. It's like,
Yeah,
you just
never know what you're gonna get, right?
Yeah. People are really into black,
I mean, especially in New York.
Yeah. I do red carpet looks every now and again. I made a dress for Danielle Brooks for the season 2 premiere of Orange is the New Black.
What is this?
I love this bright yellow.
Yeah, that's
I just don't know who would wear bright yellow though.
like a Solange. Fashion manufacturers throw away roughly 15% of their fabric supply.
Why is there any excess room?
The color wasn't perfect. The
Yeah.
black isn't black enough,
Oh, okay.
so it was rejected.
I think I'm gonna do something like for the red carpet with it. Silk moves like just really beautifully. I usually end up designing very late in the night. It's just me and my dress forms usually. And I fit stuff on the body first, and then I make a paper pattern with it, and then I take the paper pattern to the factory.
If the average life of clothes were extended by just 9 months, it could reduce carbon, water, and waste footprints by 20 to 30%.
So this is where I make my clothes. Print placement is actually a bit of a wasteful thing to do,
Yeah.
because you're trying to focus on how the print looks, and sometimes you have to cut some pieces off of it.
Right.
But I usually take all of the scraps that I use and I make them into other things. Once you cut into the fabric, that's it. And if you make a mistake, then you have to do the whole thing over, and that's even more wasteful.
And that defeats the whole purpose of this thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure. Closing the loop on the fashion industry isn't just good for the environment, it could save companies and you tons of money.
Where do you hope it goes from here?
I would like to see sustainability just become the way that we do fashion. My hope is that there will be no distinction in the future between sustainable designers and mainstream designers.